today we kind of want to talk about how to build up on those records. So Luke went from, I think, $500 a day to like $3,000 a day in pretty much a month, going from like 4 million views to like 40 million, like 30 days. So today we're trying to tear the agency apart and just trying to scale up from there because, okay, numbers kind of slow down. So how do we reach the 100, 200K? And as a start, I just love if you can kind of run me through the key numbers. What's the current situation?
So basically when I first joined OFMOS, I was making about $4,000 a week. This obviously 6 days later, it's quite mad. It was about 12K 6 days later that week. And then obviously moved to Australia when I was at all-time highs. Kind of took my foot off the pedal a bit. Still hit a record week, hit 16.5 K. So and a 3.3K day, I think it was. Obviously now it's come down a little bit. But it's obviously now is the time to scale. I've got the basics now, which I didn't have in the beginning. So yeah, it's time to make some money.
And I mean, we got a lot of different things to work on. We just kind of need to prioritize them, right? So because we kind of spoke before, I mean, we can kind of nail down what like the main drivers are to get the whole thing up. So one thing you mentioned was like the content research in itself, because we're trying to get the IG back up. And I mean, you purely run like AI at this point or a hybrid. So outside of the content research, what were like the other bottlenecks we're trying to fix today?
Definitely new accounts. Obviously it kind of intertwines with the research, but getting them set up and basically just scaling. I've obviously built one main account up, but still not diversified the risk. So it's still a lot of the revenues coming from that one account. So obviously if I can branch off into more creators, more accounts for that creator, a lot safer and protect the revenue basically.
100%. And chatting was also a thing, right? Like with the chatter, was it like more the chatting in itself, like the systems, or like the chatter management overall?
I'd say both, to be honest. Definitely my management of it, my knowledge of how I should be like managing them basically. Because I got the chatters off Chat Manager who'd trained them up. So I kind of thought I'll leave them to do it, I trust them with the sales, and to be fair, didn't delve into the back end whatsoever. I didn't know about any of like what to do with the back end. I basically just let Filipino chatters run that for me, make the sales. But yeah, obviously since one of the first things we spoke about was sorting that out. So I put a massive focus on the back end, which obviously is a big reason why I am where I am now.
Got you. All right, that's fine. Because then we kind of have a roadmap that we can focus on of like taking care of the research itself. So getting the content ideas to actually go viral again, because we're going viral, but the conversion isn't really like catching up to a certain degree. Then kind of going through, like you said, new accounts, right? Like how to get up new accounts for the creators, but also how we're going to make that happen super fast, because obviously like time's ticking. And then we can go more into like the chatting management, chatting focus kind of side of things. But for the research especially, would be great. Like, how do you currently approach finding new videos? Like if you wake up, you say, okay, we need like 3 more reels today. Like how do you go about finding them?
So literally at the moment, it's off my personal phone. So I built up a reel feed, which I do have to explain to a few people that is research purposes. But basically just scroll through, obviously find, I've got about 4 or 5 creators in the niche. But the only thing I was noticing was when I was copying their reels, they were doing quite bad on my video. So I was basically just reusing the same videos over and over again, which obviously got to a point where they were going